Hey YouTube, I want to make a quick video talking about real estate. So if you have been on my channel a couple times, one of my very first videos or the first video says that, I passed my real estate exam and I got my license. This was back in January 2016. So a year and a half ago. So I finally started working for a firm 6 months ago, and that was at the start of 2017. And I will tell you, I started working at a firm that focuses on rentals. Mistake number one. My goal was to sell houses. That's why I got my real estate license. But nevertheless, this was a start. This office didn't have any office fees, and it was a good start for me to get exposure. However, I'm going to tell you guys the three main things about picking a firm to start with. So the number one thing for you that you need to know is you need to know your goals. My heart has always been set on selling houses. From the time I said, you know what, I'm going to get my real estate license. And going into this rental agency, I knew they did sales, but I knew only, certain people did sales, like selling houses. But I was like, you know what, let me just do a couple rentals and maybe, I'll get trained on sales. So 2-3 months go by. I do a couple rentals, and it's not really my goal to do rentals, but it became my goal. I then set a goal. You know what? This year, 2017, I want to do 36 rentals and 5 houses. That is not hard. I've heard people in their first year, they do 25 houses or 15 houses. Like, if you're really aggressive, anything is possible. But that was the number one mistake with myself is if I'm going to pick an office, I need to make sure that my goals align with the office's mission. The office that I am at right now, that I am currently about to transfer out of, they focus on rentals, and that is like their main focus. They have a couple people who've been with the company for years who, do sales because, that's what they want to do. So that was my first mistake. I want to be somewhere that focuses primarily on sales. 2, I want to be somewhere that has a lot of training, whereas I'm not sitting here twiddling my fingers, going online and giving myself some training. I'm sick, guys, so don't don't think that I'm like being stuffy or like, not being stuffy, but don't think that I'm like talking like this just for no reason. I'm sick, so I'm under the weather. But basically, yeah. So my second mistake was, or the second thing that you should know is, focus on a office that has a great source of training, whether it's they have webinars, whether they hired someone specifically just to train you guys or train their agents that's actively checking in. You want an office with a strong training program. I was like craving for a solid training since before I even picked a place. And I was told that never go into an office that you're paying to work. And that's why this office raised an eyebrow for me. And I was like, let me just try this office. And plus, I knew someone else that I took the real estate class with, that, did pretty well at this office too. But now he's somewhere else doing sales. Message. But, so make sure that you go somewhere that has a strong training base. And that was mistake number 2. So this office that I'm at doesn't have a strong training program. Like, they don't have someone there that's just training. Their training honestly was, oh, let me take you on a couple showings. Oh, this is what you do. This is how you qualify. Here, follow this paper, these 5 questions, ask this 5 questions to pre-qualify. I know the job can be very simple, especially if you're just renting apartments, but there's a lot of like training that is just out there that you could give to your agents so they could better themselves. So that's another thing. Number 2 is training. You want to be somewhere that will train you up, whereas you know how to speak to someone if they ask this question, if you ask this question, if they ask this question. It's like you just want a strong training. Of course you're going to go out on your own and do your own background, but you want to start somewhere that gives you, like, they have access, they have an online fast track training program that all their agents are supposed to complete. Oh, they have this, they have access to this. Oh, they're giving out these scripts. They're giving out, like, you want someone, or you want a company that is, like, literally saying, read this, do this. Like, not saying that, oh my God, they have to be on your back, but you just want to be a part of a company that has a strong training. Number 3 is keep a part-time job. I say this, or have a strong savings. I say this because I have been doing Lyft part-time. As you can see, I have my little jacket on. I have been doing Lyft part-time since 2015. That has always been a part-time for me. It's always been a backup, and it's important because there's droughts. Real estate has droughts, and everybody knows that when they're starting, especially when you're starting. It could be really good, it could be really bad. Like, you could wake up one day and get a sale, or not a sale. You can wake up one day and get a rental. That's like, rentals are just fast money. But me, I don't want the fallen fruit. I forgot what the woman on YouTube is that talks about real estate, but she explains how, like, she doesn't want the falling fruit all the time. She wants the fruit on top of the tree, which is sales. But, you know, rentals are a quick way to make fast money. I know when I left my part-time job back in January, at the end of January, that weekend I made a quick $2,000, and it was just like, because I was aggressive, I went hard. Like, I just lost my other part-time job, and you know, I was just focused. So I made a quick $2,000. Rentals is definitely fast money, and it's definitely something that you can learn quickly. However, always have some type of backup. That is like the main thing, because you don't want to be like unfocused because you need quick money here, quick money there, then you're depending on money, and you're depending on, like, you know, you're depending on a deal to go through and, you know, be approved. And, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs. Like, I submitted over 4 deals a couple weeks ago, and only 1 got approved. Like, that's how it is. So you just have to always have a part-time, or when you're starting, always have some type of strong savings. So those are my 3 main, I wouldn't say mistakes, but my 3 tips for someone who's starting out in real estate and needs some advice. So 1, pick the right office that aligns with your goals. 2, pick an office with strong training. And 3, when you're starting, please have a backup for money, or like a part-time job, or something that you could do when you want, and get some money to support yourself, and to, you know, not be so stressed when you're talking to people. So yeah, I'm in the middle of transitioning to a new office. I have a pending situation, or a deal, or a rental issue at my current office, and I just want that to hurry up and be done with. I might try to get in 1 more rental with my current office, but I'm transitioning to a new office that has a better training foundation, and that also just focuses primarily on sales. So I just wanted to come to you guys and, you know, give you guys a quick update on, you know, real estate, and how, you know, I did get my license January 2016, and it's been 5 months in that I've been working in real estate primarily. I did, you know, take that leap of faith, and I don't regret it, even with the hard times and all that, because I am learning. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know those 3 tips that I have learned, or that I think is like the best starting out tips for those who just got their license, or, you know, are starting out. Enjoy your night, your day, or whenever you're watching this. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night, or whatever it is. Bye bye.